You won't believe what Sarah Ferguson just revealed about Meghan's Soho House days. For years, fans and critics have speculated about Meghan's private life. But now, the inside story is finally coming to light. It's shocking, from hidden parties to behind-the-scenes drama that no one dared to talk about. Sarah spills every secret, exposing moments that will leave even the most die-hard royal watchers stunned. What really went down at Soho House? Who was involved? And why were these events kept under wraps for so long? Ferguson doesn't hold back, giving viewers an unprecedented glimpse into Meghan's inner circle during some of the most talked about years of her life. The details are juicy, the revelations are bold, and the drama. It's on another level. Fans are reacting, social media is buzzing, and the world is watching every clip. Every snippet, every word. This isn't just another royal story, it's a deep dive into secrets that have been whispered about for years. Now finally confirmed by someone who knows the truth firsthand. Get ready to hear it all. The parties, the controversies, and the moments that Meghan's team hoped would never be exposed. Ferguson's revelations are raw, unfiltered, and guaranteed to ignite conversations everywhere. You think you know Meghan? Think again. Buckle up, because this Soho House story is about to change everything you thought you knew about her private life. From the moment Sarah Ferguson sat down to reveal what she knew about Meghan's Soho House days, the world knew something big was coming. Royal insiders and gossip columns had long speculated about Meghan's private life. But Ferguson promised details that no one had heard before, tales that could change public perception forever. The first part of this story dives deep into the beginnings of Meghan's Soho House era, exploring the glamour, the parties, and the behind-the-scenes moments that the media never covered. It all started with the allure of Soho House, the private members-only club known for attracting celebrities, socialites, and influencers. For Meghan, it was more than just a place to socialize. It was a stage, a playground, and at times a battlefield. Ferguson's revelation suggests that Meghan navigated these spaces with precision, charisma, and occasionally controversy. Sources close to the royal family described her presence as magnetic, yet polarizing, drawing admiration from some and scrutiny from others. Sarah explained that the first whispers of unusual behavior at Soho House came from close friends and staff who noticed patterns that didn't align with the public persona Meghan projected. While the world saw charity events, elegant appearances, and well-curated social media posts, insiders saw a more complex narrative. Ferguson detailed how Meghan's choices, interactions, and social circles in Soho House often stirred speculations, sometimes warranted, sometimes exaggerated. One of the earliest incidents Ferguson highlighted involved a high-profile gathering, where Meghan allegedly clashed with other members over etiquette and influence. The disagreement, described as subtle to the untrained eye, but significant to those present, set the tone for what would later become a series of controversies. Ferguson noted that while Meghan was always poised in public, the dynamics behind closed doors were far more intricate, filled with rivalries, alliances, and social maneuvering that only a few truly understood. But Ferguson didn't stop there. She shared how Meghan's reputation in Soho House circles grew as fast as it drew attention. From networking with celebrities to attending private events with influential figures, Meghan strategically positioned herself within the elite social sphere. Ferguson painted a picture of ambition, strategy, and social navigation that reflected Meghan's determination to shape her narrative, even in spaces traditionally dominated by gatekeepers and long-standing members. Then came the whispers that everyone in Soho House eventually noticed. Certain behaviors, late-night arrivals, and exclusive gatherings became fodder for gossip, and Ferguson confirmed that Meghan's team worked tirelessly to manage optics. Yet, despite careful management, stories leaked and social media amplified, every rumor painting a vivid tapestry of intrigue, speculation, and drama. Ferguson's revelations suggest that these leaks weren't random, they were the result of social tension. jealousy, and the high-stakes world of celebrity circles. Ferguson also discussed the influence of photographers, reporters, and content creators who constantly monitored Soho House, trying to capture any moment that could make headlines. Meghan, Ferguson said, was acutely aware of this attention, often adapting her actions to maintain control over her image. This dance between visibility and secrecy was central to the Soho House saga, highlighting a side of Meghan rarely seen. By the public, a mix of caution, calculation, and bold social strategy. The first part of Ferguson's story also delved into Meghan's personal interactions. Close friends reportedly noticed a duality. Meghan could be warm and charming one moment and guarded or strategic the next. Ferguson emphasized that this duality was key to understanding the Soho House dynamics. It explained the admiration she received from some and the tension it created with others. Every event, every conversation, and every subtle gesture carried weight. And the people around her were constantly trying to decode her intentions. Ferguson set the stage for the bigger revelations yet to come. She hinted at specific incidents, conflicts, and decisions that would shock even the most devoted royal watchers, while this part focused on context, environment, and character building. It became clear that Meghan's Soho House days were far more complex than public perception allowed. The combination of ambition, social strategy, and private controversies painted a portrait of a woman navigating fame, influence, and scrutiny simultaneously. Audiences were left on the edge of their seats. Ferguson's narrative promised that the next chapters would reveal conflicts, alliances, and moments that had remained hidden for years. Wasn't just a setup, it was a deep dive into the foundation of the drama, giving viewers context and understanding before the more explosive revelations unfolded in the next parts. As the story unfolded, Ferguson revealed that the Soho House saga wasn't just about glitz, glamour, and social networking. It was also about power, influence, and the hidden rules that govern this exclusive world. Meghan's entrance into the Soho House scene was like a spark in a dry forest. Attention was immediate and reactions were intense. Those who had been part of the inner circle for years suddenly had to contend with a newcomer whose presence challenged the established hierarchy. Ferguson explained that Meghan quickly learned to navigate these unspoken social codes using charm, strategy, and sometimes subtle intimidation to secure her place. One of the most shocking elements Ferguson revealed involved a series of secretive events where Meghan allegedly orchestrated her appearances to maximize visibility while minimizing scrutiny. These weren't ordinary social gatherings. They were calculated moves designed to strengthen her influence among members who mattered most. Ferguson recounted stories from staff and insiders who observed Meghan's meticulous planning, from who she spoke to how she positioned herself in photographs, to the alliances she nurtured with certain influential guests. Every action was intentional, a strategic chess move in a game where perception was everything. Ferguson also addressed the tension Meghan faced from established Soho House members. Some felt threatened by her rapid rise, believing she was bending the rules and overshadowing longtime members. Private disputes reportedly erupted over seating, arrangements, access to exclusive areas, and even the curation of guest lists. Ferguson emphasized that while Meghan projected elegance and ease publicly, these confrontations created an undercurrent of rivalry that only insiders could fully appreciate. The drama, she noted, wasn't manufactured, was real, palpable, and sometimes brutal. Another revelation that stunned audiences involved alleged incidents of exclusion and manipulation. Ferguson described moments where certain members were left out of key events or subtly undermined. And Meghan's influence often played a role in these dynamics. Staff who witnessed these interactions sometimes felt caught in the middle, unsure whether to remain loyal to long-standing members or align with the rising star who commanded attention. Ferguson's narrative painted a picture of a social ecosystem, defined by strategy, loyalty, and the constant negotiation of power. The media's role in amplifying the drama was central to Ferguson's account. She revealed that paparazzi and social media influencers were always watching, capturing candid moments that could be spun into headlines. Meghan's team, Ferguson explained, understood this perfectly. Every move, every smile, every entrance was carefully curated to maintain control over her narrative. Despite these efforts, leaks were inevitable. Rumors spread quickly, social media blew them up, and the Soho House drama became fodder for public debate. Ferguson described the tension between secrecy and exposure as a constant balancing act that Meghan had to master daily. Ferguson also provided insight into Meghan's relationships within Soho House. While some alliances were genuine, others were transactional, formed to secure influence, gain insider information, or strengthen public image. She recounted stories where Meghan built friendships with influential members who could open doors, while simultaneously maintaining distance from those who might challenge her or reveal unflattering truths. These social maneuvers, Ferguson explained, were often misunderstood by outsiders but were critical to survival in a world where image and perception were paramount. Highlighted the most controversial aspect of Meghan's Soho House era: the secrecy surrounding private events and the subsequent leaks. Ferguson described how certain parties were deliberately kept off the radar, with access tightly controlled and attendance carefully managed. Yet despite these precautions, details inevitably surfaced, fueling speculation and gossip. Audiences were left questioning the authenticity of every public appearance, every photograph, and every social media post. Ferguson's revelations forced viewers to reconsider everything they thought they knew about Meghan's public persona versus her private strategies. Ferguson didn't shy away from describing the emotional toll on those around Meghan. Staff, friends, and fellow members often felt pressure, confusion, and even fear in navigating the environment. The intensity of social scrutiny, combined with the high stakes of influence and reputation, created an atmosphere where every interaction carried weight. Ferguson's account revealed the human side of the Soho House story: ambition, insecurity, loyalty, and the sometimes cruel dynamics of power. Ferguson set the stage for the most explosive revelations yet. She hinted at incidents, conflicts, and secrets that would shock even seasoned royal watchers and celebrity gossip followers. While this part focused on strategy, influence, and social dynamics, it also built suspense, showing that the Soho House story was far from over. Audiences were left eagerly anticipating the next chapter, knowing that the most dramatic moments and the ones with the biggest cultural impact were yet to be revealed. As the Soho House saga intensified, Ferguson revealed the moments that truly defined Meghan's controversial reputation within these elite circles. By this point, Meghan's presence had shifted from simply being a glamorous newcomer to a figure whose every action could spark debates, whispers, and sometimes outright confrontations. Ferguson described the turning point: a series of high-profile events where Meghan's strategic brilliance and social maneuvering were on full display. But so were the rivalries that simmered beneath the polished surface. According to Ferguson, the first shocking incident involved an exclusive party attended by some of the most influential members of Soho House. Meghan's entrance was meticulously planned outfit, timing, and seating arrangements, all designed to maximize attention while subtly establishing dominance. Staff who witnessed the event described how Meghan effortlessly commanded the room, drawing both admiration and envy. Ferguson noted that while Meghan appeared poised, the ripple effects of her presence created tension that lingered long after the party ended. Insiders recalled whispers about Meghan's interactions with key members who held sway in the social hierarchy. Ferguson highlighted how certain alliances were intentionally formed, leveraging connections for influence, while others were subtly undermined to protect her position. These maneuvers, while sophisticated, also painted Meghan as polarizing, someone who could win friends and incite rivals simultaneously. The drama was not manufactured. It was a product of power dynamics in a world where social clout dictated access, opportunity, and perception. Ferguson then detailed several private conflicts that had gone largely unnoticed by the public. One account involved a disagreement over event planning, where Meghan allegedly clashed with established members over guest lists and seating arrangements. Staff described the tension as palpable, with certain individuals feeling marginalized while others tried to align with Meghan to maintain influence. Ferguson emphasized that these conflicts, while subtle to outsiders, were significant in the social ecosystem of Soho House, shaping reputations and alliances in ways that the media could not always capture. Another layer of the drama involved leaks and media exposure. Ferguson recounted how paparazzi, social media influencers, and even disgruntled insiders often captured moments meant to remain private. Meghan's team, aware of the ever-present gaze, worked tirelessly to control narratives. Yet despite these efforts, stories leaked, fueling speculation and gossip that often distorted reality. Ferguson described the tension between secrecy and exposure as a constant challenge, one that Meghan navigated with strategic precision but also with occasional missteps that fed the media frenzy. Ferguson also shed light on Meghan's personal interactions within the Soho House circle. While some friendships were genuine, many were calculated, designed to enhance her influence or protect her image. Ferguson shared anecdotes of individuals who felt used or manipulated, but also those who benefited from their proximity to Meghan. This duality, she explained, was central to understanding the complexities of her Soho House presence: charm, strategy, and ambition intertwined, creating both opportunities and conflicts. The psychological aspect of these dynamics was another key revelation. Ferguson described how the constant scrutiny, high stakes, and social maneuvering affected everyone involved. Staff, friends, and members often experienced pressure, confusion, and stress, navigating an environment where appearances were everything and small missteps could have significant repercussions. Ferguson argued that these human elements, ambition, insecurity, loyalty, and rivalry were as important to the story as the events themselves, offering a nuanced view of life behind Soho House's glamorous facade. Also explored the broader cultural implications of Meghan's actions. Ferguson suggested that the Soho House drama was more than just celebrity gossip, reflected the intersection of fame, power, and gender dynamics in elite social spaces. Meghan's ability to navigate these spaces, assert influence, and simultaneously provoke controversy highlighted larger societal conversations about image, strategy, and public perception. Ferguson argued that understanding these dynamics was crucial to comprehending why Meghan's Soho House days sparked such widespread attention and debate. Ferguson had laid bare the intricate web of relationships, rivalries, and strategic moves that defined Meghan's Soho House era. The narrative made it clear that the story was far from over, had established context, environment, and social strategy, peeled back the layers to reveal the human and cultural consequences of these actions. Audiences were left anticipating the most explosive and revealing moments yet to come, eager to see how the final chapter would tie together the intrigue, controversy, and secrets that Ferguson had meticulously uncovered. As the Soho House saga reached its climax, Ferguson revealed the most explosive and controversial revelations yet. This final part of the story delved deep into the incidents that not only shocked insiders, but also sent ripples across social media, gossip columns, and celebrity circles worldwide. Meghan's Soho House days, Ferguson explained, were more than just parties and networking. They were a masterclass in strategy, influence, and, in some cases, manipulation. One of the most jaw-dropping accounts Ferguson shared involved a secret gathering of elite members, where Meghan's actions allegedly sparked a full-blown confrontation. Sources described how her carefully curated appearance and strategic positioning dominated the room, leaving longtime members visibly unsettled. Ferguson emphasized that while Meghan appeared calm and collected on the surface, her calculated moves created tension that was palpable to anyone present. The atmosphere, according to witnesses, was electric, equal parts admiration, envy, and anxiety. Ferguson went on to reveal instances where Meghan allegedly orchestrated scenarios that would put certain members at a disadvantage while elevating her own influence, whether it was seating arrangements, invitation lists, or orchestrated interactions. These moments showcased her ability to manipulate social dynamics to her benefit. Staff and insiders who observed these maneuvers were reportedly caught. Between loyalty to established members and recognition of Meghan's rising power, Ferguson underscored that these events were not isolated. They were part of a larger pattern that defined Meghan's Soho House presence. Another shocking revelation involved media leaks. Ferguson explained how certain moments meant to remain private were deliberately or accidentally exposed, fueling gossip and speculation. Meghan's team, Ferguson noted, had strategies to control narratives. But despite their efforts, information often slipped into public forums. Each leak intensified scrutiny, creating debates that spanned social media platforms and celebrity news outlets. Ferguson described this as a delicate balancing act between secrecy and public perception, one that Meghan navigated with remarkable acumen, but not without controversy. Ferguson also highlighted the emotional toll on those around Meghan. Staff, friends, and fellow members often found themselves navigating a web of conflicting loyalties, hidden agendas, and high expectations. Some reportedly felt manipulated or sidelined, while others recognized the advantages of aligning with her. These human dynamics, Ferguson suggested, were as significant as the glitzy appearances and media coverage. The Soho House environment, she argued, was a microcosm of ambition, strategy, and human vulnerability, intense, unforgiving, and fascinating in equal measure. Perhaps the most explosive moments, Ferguson revealed, were related to Meghan's interactions with specific influential members. Allegations of subtle sabotage, strategic alliances, and private conflicts came to light, painting a complex picture of someone who could be both admired and feared. Ferguson recounted how certain members were caught off guard by Meghan's moves, while others found themselves benefiting unexpectedly. The intricate interplay of influence, power, and social maneuvering became the defining narrative of her Soho House era. Ferguson didn't shy away from describing the cultural significance of these events. Meghan's actions at Soho House reflected broader conversations about fame, gender, and influence in exclusive social spaces. Ferguson argued that her ability to command attention provoked debate, and strategically navigate elite circles demonstrated a profound understanding of social power dynamics. These moments were not just celebrity drama, they were a lesson in how influence, perception, and strategy intersect in high-stakes environments. The final part also addressed the aftermath. Ferguson explained how the Soho House saga continued to reverberate long after the events took place. Relationships were tested, reputations were shaped, and narratives were crafted by both insiders and outsiders. Social media amplified every incident, every conflict, and every triumph, ensuring that the drama reached far beyond the walls of Soho House. Ferguson concluded that understanding these dynamics was essential to fully grasp Meghan's impact on the circle and the ongoing conversations her presence inspired. In closing, Ferguson reflected on the duality of Meghan's Soho House era. On one hand, she was celebrated for her charm, strategy, and ability to influence the room. On the other, she faced envy, rivalry, and scrutiny from those who perceived her as a disruptor. Ferguson's account offered audiences a complete picture, a world of glamour intertwined with tension, strategy mixed with human vulnerability, and influence shadowed by controversy. By the end of this final chapter, viewers were left with a vivid, comprehensive understanding of Meghan's Soho House days. The story revealed not just the public persona, but the intricate web of actions, decisions, and conflicts that defined her time in one of the most exclusive social circles in the world. Ferguson's revelations had provided the ultimate inside look, leaving audiences both shocked and captivated by the reality behind the headlines.